Thank you for staying with us. Now, founder of the Special Youth Foundation, Seyi Akinwale, has highlighted the role of education and youth investment in nation building. Speaking at a summit in Lagos themed Leadership Rooted in Education Equity, he said the initiative focuses on improving access to quality education for disadvantaged children and promoting long-term development across Africa. Co-founder Damilola Akinwale called for collective action to address Nigeria's out-of-school children crisis, while Chukwuma Nwanze emphasized the importance of deliberate learning and youth development in driving national progress.
We organized the summit for threefold reasons. One is to bring this concept of education equity and youth development in the hearts and minds of people who have the ability to do something about it. Second is to focus on the children, who are the reason why we do what we do. So make sure they understand that we are serious, we are organized, and we are vested in their future. The third reason why we organized this summit is to celebrate our partners who have been with us, and to hold ourselves accountable, to ask ourselves serious questions about the things that we committed to do. Are we doing them? And what do we need to do to further the ambition of our vision? And that's why we organized the summit.
Yes, leadership has a responsibility to make sure that education is not failing, but we also have a responsibility. At the moment, we have almost 18 million children that are out of school, and it's meant to grow to about 28 million in the next couple of years. We can't just sit down and say our leaders should be responsible. We, as well as community leaders, as adults, as parents, as just an adult in the environment, should be able to take a child, take 5 children, take 10 children, and be responsible. If every adult in this environment was doing that, we won't have so many children out of school. And the reality is that a lot of these school fees are not expensive. They're very, very minimal. It makes a little difference to change the life of a child. So yes, leadership is responsible, but we also have accountability as our neighbor's keeper, as our neighbor's adult around us, to make sure that children around us are covered and are being educated.
For us at the Special Foundation, we are very, very mindful of this demography, women, people with disabilities, and all our programs factor this into consideration. I mean, if you think about it, 8 in 10 of the children that we support are orphans, people who have lost their parents, and we have continued to support them over 5 years. So we are very mindful of this unique demography, and we will continue to support them as we've done over the years.
I think that we don't want to talk about the quality of education and just how many people we have out of school. When we see the numbers, when we are faced with these sort of situations, we shy away from it. The reason why we have this summit is because we want to bring people in the room to have a discussion around how we can transform education. Education equity and access to education is a right for all Nigerians. And so we're hoping that in spending time together with us, listening to stories from the beneficiaries, everyone is inspired to continue to do good work around education.
Coming from a family background where things are not particularly easy, I had to change school countless times due to lack of finance. So when you are coming to this foundation now, it has been like 2 years now since they've been sponsoring me. Things has been easy for my family. Before, we had to look for food to eat, but after the paying of my school fees, there are little monies that is now in my parents' hands, so we can eat very well. We don't have to beg for food anymore, and we feel well.